Welcome. My name is Ivan Brothers Pictures here. On this live stream, we're going to be doing the followings: the setup process, the installing drivers, up-to-date web browser, activation, YouTube, Windows Media Player, application, remix and original songs, log on, log off, and first log on for another user, speed test for both of these, and then a shutdown test. One of these things, as this speed test starts right now. As a former Ivan Louis Productions Plus member, or Ivan Louis Productions, Ivan Plus will usually use the 2021 logo for use until this day. So, anyways, welcome to Windows XP versus Windows Vista speed tests. So, this will be a little bit today, since today is April 11th, 2025. So, we're going to do a speed test between Windows XP and Windows Vista, and we're going to see how the fastest looks. For this today, we're going to do a setup process test. Then we're going to do an installing drivers test. So what we're going to do is we're going to share our screens. Now during each session, you will see all these through. First, we have Windows Vista and Windows XP. First, we're going to start with the one in Windows XP, then Windows Vista, and it's going to load up to a new window in just a second. This virtual machine is running out for Windows Vista and Windows XP. It's currently loading some files. Close them out. Now on Windows XP, press Enter and press F8 to accept the license agreement on Windows XP. Now on the version on the left is Windows XP. Theirs is Windows Vista. We'll get to it later. On here, on the left in Windows XP, I'm going to press the one on the left side, and once I'm here, I'm going to press the up button and select Format the partition using the NTFS file system quick. Now while this is ongoing, I'm going to do the same thing in Windows Vista. So as you can see, we're going to say our language is my language is English. I'm going to leave it as the defaults. I live in the US. I live in the United States. You can also change the language as well if you like, if you want, like that. I'm going to leave it as the US. Click the next button in Windows Vista, then install now. Now, as you can tell, it says it's going to ask me for my product key for activation. However, it's going to say you can find your product key in the computer or in the installation disk holder inside the Windows package. Although you're not required to enter your product key to install, you are requested also data. Product information key now. This key sticker looks like this. As you can see, it tells looks like that. Now, please don't peek at the key. I'm going to do it off. I'm going to do this off screen. Do not peek at the things. You can't see anything. Hit next. Let's go back. Make sure we don't have anything. Now I'm going to accept the license agreement. Next. As you can see, it says the upgrade has been disabled. To upgrade, start the installation for Windows. Because upgrade is disabled, I'm going to click Custom. Then we need to choose the disk that was selected earlier. On Windows XP, we're going to reboot this, and on the right, while it's ongoing, as you can see on the left side, don't press any key from CD, don't press anything, let it pass. Then while it's ongoing, I'll hit next, and it's going to install Windows Vista. While it's ongoing, I'm going to do the one in Windows XP. It's currently expanding the files real quick. As you can see, this will take about approximately 39 minutes until this will go. So we can see Windows Vista is currently running right now. We have Windows XP and Windows Vista up and running. I'll do the same thing to the others from Windows Vista to Windows 7, and we're going to see how the fastest looks from Windows XP to Windows Vista. Yesterday I did is Windows XP and Windows 7, and both were good. So we're going to do the same thing, but with a different one, with Windows XP versus Windows Vista. We're going to do the same thing, and we're going to compare it to Windows XP, or how the fastest looks. So it's about 34 minutes. It's just going to take about a few seconds or two. Windows Vista is taking a little bit longer than I thought. Okay, on Windows XP, hit next, and it's going to ask me for my name. I'll just name it as this, and my organization as I'm part of the organization. Next, as you can see, it's the same thing as Windows Vista, as seen on the right. It's going to ask me for my product key. Your product key, your copy of Windows XP. The 25 key product key on the lower section is specific authority. Type of product key below. The product key selection recommended to avoid conditions during activation. It's right there. Now, I'm going to do the same thing to Windows Vista, like I do this with Windows Vista and Windows XP. I'm going to do this off screen, so you don't want to see it worth it. So I'm going to do this off screen, and I'm going to do this off while Windows XP and Windows Vista are still ongoing. Don't peek at it. You can't see anything. Now let's go back. Windows Vista is still ongoing. Now on Windows XP, I'm going to name this speed test XP. Hit next. I'm going to click next, and we'll select the date and time for Windows XP Home Edition. Hit next. Now it's installing the networks. We'll see how the fastest goes. Okay, installing features and installing updates. That one, I need to restart this on the right, and on Windows XP, while it's ongoing, as you can see, it says networking settings. The right says please press any key from C or DVD. Please don't press anything and let it pass. So as you can see, it says choose whether to use typical or custom settings. I'm going to click typical for this. Hit next. Now it's going to build and delete the file list. Windows Vista is currently in the process right now, as you can see on the right, but it might take a little bit slower than you thought. Okay, please wait while Windows sets up your computer. Okay, it's completing installation. It's just going to take about a few seconds real quick. Windows Vista keeps a little bit covering with it, but Windows Vista might be a little bit stuck in here, so we'll mute. Now keep in mind that Windows XP and Windows 7 might be a little bit things on the right. Don't press any key from the boot from CD. Don't press it. Let it pass through. Windows XP and Windows Vista might be a little bit different than the last time, except with a few. To improve the appearance of visual replacement, Windows automatically adjusts your screen resolution. Press OK. While it's ongoing, I'm going to move this on the left. We have the choose a username and picture on the right, while this one on Windows XP looks different. Here, hope you said here, VM. Explain this. Before we continue, as you can see, we have the choose a username and picture. User account is configured. You can make more accounts in the control panel. First, we're going to do the one in Windows XP. Next, help protect my PC, turning on update sound. Finish. Yes, I will connect this to the Ookia home network. Ready to activate Windows? I will not. I'll just go and take care of it a few minutes later. I'll just type my username for Windows XP. Next. When I'm done, finish. Okay, Windows XP is down. We're going to move on to Windows Vista. I'm going to type my username as the same, then enter it up. As you can see, we have some pictures here. I'm going to choose this one, which is nice to me. Next, I will name it Speed Test Vista. Speed Test Vista. As you can see, I can choose the desktop backgrounds. I can say I want to choose that. The first background, or is pretty nostalgic, or I can press this one, which is beautiful to myself and honors to me, which is kind of nice. I can choose this one, this, or that. It's up to you if you want. It's up to you. But we can see, I can choose that. That's the background for Windows Vista. If I would, it's up to me. Or I can choose that. I can choose this background, or I can choose the one on the left, which is pretty nostalgic with the originality. So for me, I don't want to do this like this one, like these things, or just that. For me, I'm gonna pick that. Hit next, and it's gonna say I'm gonna use the recommended settings as the last two. It's similar to Windows Vista, or no, Windows 7. It's kind of say home network, so I'm gonna select home network for this one. Thank you. Start. While this one's ongoing, I'm gonna go ahead and wait for Windows Vista to finish. Okay, it's checking the computer's performance. Now while it's ongoing, I'm going to install VirtualBox Guest Editions. As you can see, it says 30 days left for activation. To activate Windows now, click here. Anyways, let's begin installing Guest Editions. Click on the Start button in Windows XP, then open up My Computer. In the My Computer, click on VirtualBox Guest Editions, and it's going to load up like this. While Windows Vista is ongoing, I'm going to do the same thing to the other throws. So right now I have is a activate Windows on the top. We're going to deal with it later in the next one after I'm done. We're going to do the one in the left side with VirtualBox Guest Editions. Hit next, then hit next again, then install. Windows VirtualBox Guest Editions is installing, and it just will take about a few minutes when Windows Vista is kind of going to be finished off. So that's perfect. Now on Windows Vista, it's going to ask me for the. It's going to ask me on the one on the right. Okay, welcome, and it's going to prepare the desktop. Real second. It looks like identical to the one in Windows 7, right? It looks identical to the one in Windows Vista, wasn't it? There we go. We're in it. We're up and running. So for network 2, I'm going to choose the same thing. Continue. Close. However, I am not done yet because I need to install VirtualBox Guest Editions for Windows Vista. Now, in case you've noticed before, it's much identical to the one in Windows Vista or Windows XP. It needs to remain the same, or it must be different. If you try to install Windows Vista on an older PC, it's not going to work. So what I recommend is you need to install a older version of VirtualBox Guest Editions. Click on that button, then go back forward, then locate the VirtualBox Guest Editions CD or ISL. Go here to VirtualBox Guest Editions Collection. Then on the bottom, click Show All. Then locate the VirtualBox Guest Editions 7.0.9, or I can select 7.0097. For me, I'm going to pick this one. VirtualBox Guest Edition is now downloading on my VirtualBox VM. Then we have to transfer this to the Windows XP or Windows Vista. Click on Devices, Optical Drive, and select Choose a disk file, or I'm going to pick that one right here. Then click the Start button in Windows Vista, then hit Computer. In the computer, we can see right now we don't have it in there. So we have to wait until Windows Vista is installed. So we can see the CD drive is there. So what we're going to have to do is we have to install VirtualBox Guest Editions. Select choose a disk file. We're going to pick that. Then load up the VirtualBox Guest Editions 7.0.9 drive. Press allow on your Windows Vista. This is 7.9. Hit next. Then hit next again. Then install. Windows Vista will now check your compatibility to check your resultage. As you can see, it says, would you like to install this device software? Choose Always Trust Software from Ookia Corporation. Then install. Now with the autoplay detection, as you can see, autoplay is up and running. With VirtualBox Guest Edition 7.09, we're going to have to reboot them at the same time. 3, we have to do this. Let me just close everything in 3, 2, 1. Let's see which one's the fastest, right? Let's see. Oh, you got head starts. Windows XP did it. Oh, Windows XP won. Let's see what happened with Windows Vista. What happened on the right? Oh, it did. Windows Vista came in last, in second place. Now, we don't want to run at startup, so I'm going to press run at startup, then hit close. There we go. Windows Vista and Windows XP are up and running. So as you can see, we have Windows Vista and Windows XP. So anyways, let's go ahead and do something real quick here. The next one on this list is installing an up-to-date web browser test. Then we're going to do a activation test for both Windows XP and Windows Vista. As you can see right now, I have 2 in 1. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to put the folders in for the pictures. First, we're going to do this by doing this right now. So anyways, for the pictures, we have is the pictures are here, but however, I got something. I'm going to use the same thing like I did with the Dell, the early 2000s wallpapers, then transferring it here. Click PNG, then save this image, then save it as it is. Now we need to transfer this to the VirtualBox VM. And the easiest way to do this is click on Devices, drag and drop Host to Guest. Then simply drag your virtual machine to your desktop. That's it. Now, as you can see, if I load my pictures, it's just there. Anyway, we can now change the background now. Hit Control Panel, hit Appearance and Themes, then select Change the Desktop Background, or just say Change the Desktop Background. Browse to the location of what we selected. Select Settings. Silver. Hit Apply. There you go. Now, we're going to do the same thing to Windows Vista. So as you can see, we have the latitude and the wallpapers here. So we have Studio and the latitude for Windows Vista, and the other one is the OEM that was laptop with Windows Vista. So just need it. I can select latitude or the Studio 1737, which is beautiful to me. It looks nice. Or the Dell Studio. And the other through is the Dell Latitude for Windows Vista. These are Windows Vista wallpapers for these things. So as you can see, we have the one on the left, the one on the right, and the other through. That's kind of nice. But for me, we're going to do the one with the OEM with Dell Studio 1737. As you can see, it says Dell Studio 737 with Windows Vista. I'm going to click on that. We have all the listers. We have Heart, Seagull, and Transportation. For right now, we're going to be focusing on the Dell Latitude that will be seen on the screen. This one has 4 files. We have the gray, the wall 1, and the one on the side. We have some wallpapers here. So we have the 1, 2, and 3. So for now, we're going to pick the one on here. Click that and select Save as Image. Then we're going to save that to where it was. On the latitude, we have is the latitude wallpapers. We can save that, and as you can see, this is a 96 gigabyte because these are 9.3 or 4 gigabytes. It's even smaller than that. Now we need to transfer this to our virtual machine. The easiest way to do this is click on Devices, drag and drop, Host to Guest. Then simply drag the latitude wallpaper here to this process. Do the same thing to the Dell wallpapers. Then drag it here. There. Now we can change the wallpapers. So the easiest way to do this, click on Start, then hit Control Panel, click Change Desktop Background, go here to that, then click Pictures. Choose the wallpaper we used earlier. As you can see, we have these things, but however, if you pick that, it's just that. So we're going to put this in position. That's it. There we go. Next, we have another one is a Vista lock screen. So it's called as Vista lock screen. So I'm going to go into my new tab and I'm going to type in Vista lock screen changer. So as you can see, we have the Star Dock. This is Star Dock for Windows Vista. So we're going to do this using Star Dock. This is a Star Dock for Windows Vista. We can change the background. As you can see, this is what everything looks like. So we have to use Logon Studio for this example. Then click on the Log On Studio for Windows Vista or Windows 7. I recommend you do that, or maybe. It looks like this, like a Log On Studio. I'm going to type it in, Log On Studio. Then load up Log On Studio. Then, as you can see, it supports Windows Vista, Windows XP, and Windows 7. Click Download on your virtual machine to start downloading to your processor. The easiest way to do this is we need to transfer this to our VirtualBox VM. The easiest way to do this is we need to use drag and drop, do the same thing as the other two. So that was that. So we also have some XP logon sounds. We have XP stuff. Cool. Fun fact about Logon Studio, it also supports Windows XP and Windows Vista. That's kind of nice. It also supports with 124 and 78 gigabytes as well. That's kind of nice, to be honest with me. Anyways, we're going to move on to another next set. So the next one I'm going to do is I'm going to install an up-to-date web browser. We're going to do an up-to-date web browser test for both. So currently installed with both is this. Wait for it. Wait for this to pop up. So here's what's currently installed with Windows 7 and Windows XP and Windows Vista. We have is which one was it? Let me see. Let's see what. So currently installed with Windows XP and Windows Vista is Internet Explorer 6 and Internet Explorer 8, which it's too outdated to load most web pages. But it can load Google for Windows Vista. But anything else, yeah, it's gonna give me a certificate error. With this thing. Like, if I go to a website like YouTube, and it's just gonna say the website certificate. It can load Google, but anything else will give you this page cannot be display error. But on here, it's installed with Internet Explorer 6, which is too outdated to work most web pages. It can load Google, but anything else will give you this page cannot be display error. Because as you can see, it says right here that this page cannot be displayed. And this is because we don't have installed, we need to install a modern web browser. So we need to install a modern one. The one I recommend is this. I recommend you install this one. It's this, Supermium. Supermium is a modern internet browser based on Chromium, the same foundation that Google Chrome uses, and it supports Windows XP and Windows Vista. I'm going to show you how you can install it. I'm going to download this from my host machine and then transfer it to my VirtualBox VM. On the right, click Releases on the top of your screen. Then look for the version right here. Then click Supermium 64 Setup for Windows Vista. Then click on that. Once it's fully downloaded, we need to transfer this to our VirtualBox machine for Windows Vista. The easy way to do this, click on Devices, drag and drop, then Host a Guest. Then simply drag the Supermium setup to my host machine. Once it's satisfied that, as you can see, the Supermium setup is now on my desktop. Double click on it to open up the browser. Press Allow on your VirtualBox machine. Hit Yes when prompted. And as you can see, it's going to say specify the location of the Supermium folder. choose Create Shortcuts for Supremium, then click OK when it's satisfied with the installation. Once it's finished, you should see the Supremium setup has fully successfully. You should see the Supremium on my desktop. Double click on it to open up the browser. Then click Don't Sign In. And if you want to set your default browser, select Set as Default. Now, we're going to go ahead and see if Logon Studio works, and let's see if it works. Now, it should be here in the Star.Corporation, and let's see what happens. There you go. Now it works. Let's try that. Then press Open, hit Continue to do this. Then I agree, hit Next. Secure Precision is untrusted unknown. Hit Yes. Hit Yes again. Then we can finish it. And as you can see, we're up and running. Now, if you want to create that, I'm going to click Create or Load Up or something. Browse to the current location of this thing, then select that. I'm going to name this Dell Latitude Vista Wallpaper. Press Save on your VirtualBox machine. Press Apply. Watch this. And as you can see, the latitude is on the right. This means it's locked. Now, we're going to move on to other stuff. I want to show you a little bit comparing to the other two. Next is going to be called my things. So it's called Profile Pictures, which it also lets you drag your profiles. So what I'm going to do is on Windows Vista, I'm going to drag my older machine to my VirtualBox VM. Click Devices, drag and drop, Host to Guest. Then drag my profile picture to the desktop of my virtual machine. Once it's there, it should be there. Now we can change the profile. Let's do a test. Click on Computer or blah 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 Control Panel. User Accounts, then User Accounts. We can change our picture. Browse for more. Locate the desktop we used earlier. Then, bam, there you go. That's more like it. That's good. Now, we're going to do the same thing in Windows XP. A Windows XP operating system that also runs Windows Vista and Windows 7. Yeah. As you can see, it says on the left on Windows XP, which is going to ask me to activate Windows XP Home Edition with, we will do that later. Now, we're going to do the same thing. Devices, drag and drop, host to guest for this one. Then drag our names right here to Windows XP. There you go. We're clear. Now, click Start, Control Panel, User Accounts. Click Change My Picture. Locate the one we used. Hit that. Now we have to create the password for this account, just in case I needed to. Hit no when prompted to. Hit that. Now we will do the same thing with the others. Select superior.2setup.exe when prompted to. Then we're going to do the same thing to the others. Drag and drop, host to guest. Drag Supremium to the left side of Windows XP. There we go. Hit yes. Once again, on Windows XP. Click Install all users, create shortcuts, and OK. There you go. Supremium setup has been fully successful. Now we should see the Supremium setup. first we have to make changes here because I don't think it's not just going to save this before, except with a few differences. We can load up Superior from both of these. As you can see, Superior setup is already set up. Press down that, don't sign in, and you should be good to go. Now, here's the next thing I'm going to do. Next is called activation tests for Windows XP and Windows Vista. On Windows XP, it supports phone. If I go to computer, click properties for Windows Vista. As you can see, it says 3 days until automatic activation. It's going to ask me this. And if I just activate it over here, it's just going to say that. As you can see, it says Windows activation error. I'm going to press show me other ways to activate. Click activate over the phone. And give me the installation ID and the phone number. First, we're going to do the same thing to the other one in Windows XP. Then we're going to show you a little bit of things to cover with today. So what we're going to do is we're going to see what happens if we activate over the phone. So as you can see, it's identical to the one in Windows XP. So we're going to show you a little things to cover today. Choose my country. There it is. Here's our number. I'll do one of each. I will do them separately, one by one. And we're going to see what happens if we call the bumming number. And we're going to see if I can activate them. So they are lists. So we have the one on the left side. We have the Windows XP, and the others is Windows Vista. So as you can see, what we're going to do is we're going to call them, and we're going to see if they will work. So we have Windows XP and Windows Vista. First, we're going to do the one in Windows Vista on the right. So we're going to call that right now. "449. No. Activate Windows. Yes. Yes. I'm ready. 018944. Yes. 976515. Yes. 603746. Yes. 727052. I'm going to skip it to the end so you don't do it. 395170. Yes. Okay, that one in Windows Vista did not work properly because Windows Vista doesn't give me the result. I got something nice, but good news for you. I got something. Cool things to say. I can connect that one. Windows Vista did not work. We're gonna have to do this on automatically site. So here, click. I'm gonna go to archive.org. That one did not work, so we're going to use something. So we can see we have the favorites tab. We're gonna load up the Microsoft Windows Vista Activator tool. I'm going to click Show All, then Vista KB 947110. Now we're going to transfer this to a VirtualBox machine because Windows Vista will not work at the point at all because Windows Vista did not work with on the right, but Windows XP will. But while it's ongoing, I'm going to call the same the same phone number, the different number with a different name of fort. So let's go ahead and go to devices, drag and drop, host to guest, drag Vista here, and there you go. While it's ongoing, I'm going to call Microsoft on the left side to activate Windows XP, and then we can go ahead and, while it's ongoing, I'm going to press the button on the right while I activate Windows Vista. Oh, no, Windows XP on the left. Let me just go ahead and call the number right now while I hit continue. Phone premium. Continue. Okay, successfully. Okay, update successful. Finish. Zero 079. No. Activate Windows. Yes. Yes. I'm ready. 195510. Yes. 382744. I'm going to skip it to the end to see the result. 191871. Yes. Okay, did it. No. I'm ready. Next. 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 I'm done. Yes. Alright, that's it. That's all the activation tests we did for today. Next, we're gonna do something nice. So, got everything we're done. Everything's all settled in. Let's see what's next on our list. Next is the YouTube tests. So we have YouTube tests, then Windows Media Player test, application test, remix and original songs, log on, log off test, first log on test for another user, then speed test for Vote by Ookia. Next, we're going to do a YouTube test. So we're going to play a video from both machines. Load both up. On here, we're going to go to youtube.com on both of these machines. I can see I can install it. Press install. Close out of here. Do the same thing. Hit install. Now we should be good to go. Now, as you can see, YouTube is up and running. Now we're going to go ahead and search up a video. I'm going to search up a video. I'm going to name this like, I'm going to type in a YouTuber or a user. I might show you. Like, I might say, let me say this. I want to say an activation or something, you know, kind of whatever. I'm going to play a video that will be similar to his or her videos. We're going to play every single one, but I can't play them different separately because I don't want this to get disclaimed or something. I'm going to type in our video. So I'll go and type our video here. So click on our channel. Same thing. Go to videos. And let's play one. I can play some of his videos, or I can play a Rumors Real show. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna play a video. Like I can play a music video from Bob Singleton. I'll just search up. Let's see if Bob Singleton just do that. So I'm gonna type in both of these. Bob Singleton, which is also the things right here. We have all the things right there. Let me go and click on this channel. I'm only going to be playing snippets because you're going to hear this very, very carefully when I'm going to play each of the following songs from their channels to here. Now take a look. I'm going to press show all on both machines so I can show you a little difference here. Here are the lists. Do you want to see them? I have their videos in here. I have their videos from here just in case for easy access. Please note that these videos are the person I asked from 2021. I was able to stream some of his episodes to their channel, but I'm going to play them every single one, and you're going to hear some audio. I'm only going to be playing each single ones before it's going to the next song, because if it happens, then yeah, I'm going to have to do that. Let me just go and select a song. Let me just find a song really fast. I Love My Friends? I've never seen it. Father Abraham. or should have gotten Oh You Got Rainbow's Rose edition. I'll do that afterwards. Now, I'm gonna choose a song, and by the way, these videos don't belong to us because these videos, if we don't have any videos here, I might rewatch them or something. Because if one of the following channels got closed, I got them for easy access. Anyways, we're gonna play a video. I'm gonna play each and every one, each and single ones. I can't do them every single ones because it might be too long for each of the following videos that is shown on screen. So I'm gonna play this one. I'm gonna play is God Said It, and I'm gonna play the one with the Rainbow's Rose edition, or actually I'm gonna play no, not the Bible, not that one. Not that one. Rolled away, one door and only one. What almighty God we serve. Let God arise. I'm gonna play this one. The Let God Arise music video. You hear the audios, you hear the differences, you hear which one you think is the best. Windows XP, Windows Vista, or both. Listen carefully and listen.
God said it, I believe it. It's all that faith demands. Though heaven and earth shall pass away, His word will stand. God said it, I believe it. It's all that faith demands. Though heaven and earth shall pass away, His word will stand. God said it, I believe it. It's all that faith demands. Though heaven and earth shall pass away, His word will stand.
Let God arise, let his enemies be scattered. Let God arise, let his enemies be scattered. Let God arise, let his enemies be scattered. Let God arise. Let God arise, let his enemies be scattered. Let God arise, let his enemies be scattered. Let God arise, let his enemies be scattered. Let God arise. Let God arise, let his enemies be scattered. Let God arise, let his enemies be scattered. Let God arise, let his enemies be scattered. Let God arise.
Can you hear that? You hear the differences, right? Yes, indeed. Next is a Windows Media Player test. We're going to do a Windows Media Player test, so we're going to upload both of them up. Quick start on Windows XP and Windows Vista. Both. And here they are. Let's see what these is. We have Windows Media Player 9 and Windows 11. Media Player 11. Sorry, wrong. So we have is Windows Media Player 9 and Windows Media Player 11. I'm going to press next. We're going to press express settings for this one. It says finish, or we can select custom settings. Choose privacy playback, or just do that, or say CD information, blah blah blah. Next, next again, and it's saying this. We have is a media audio file, and we have a CD playback, MP3 files with AVI and WAV files. Let's see what these are. We have all the songs here in our list. Let's see what this has. As you can see, the page cannot be displayed. Oh, yes. Hit no. Let's see what these are. These are all videos. Let's go back and go to the library. What this is? We have album, songs, and genre, year, and rating. Let's take a look at videos. These videos are a little bit different here. Let's test that. Let's test them. Is it working? Or is it not going to work? Let's see what happens. Let's try it. Let's try if it's going to work. Oh, what? I think it says it's not responding. It's not trying to do anything, huh? Yeah, not trying to work, huh? Surely. I think it doesn't work with Windows Media Player. Sometimes it's a little bit, yeah, it's kind of a little bit, you know it. Because Windows Media Player may not work at the point at all. Shame. What else we have here? Windows Movie Maker? Or Windows Media Center? Kind of nice. Alright, we're going to go ahead and exit out of here. But how can we do this? Let me log off. Let me try again by entering the things. There. Now we're out. Now we can play an audio. First, we have to do is we need to transfer this to my VirtualBox machine. Start, then my music. Let's play an audio. So we're going to transfer this to my VirtualBox machine. Host a guest. Click that. I'm going to put a video. I'm going to play a song. I'm going to play this. This is .me. Transfer this to Windows Vista. Even though it's not going to work at the point at all because it's going to have some issues with Windows Vista or Windows XP. I wonder what they're up to right now. As you can see, we have everything all settled in, but if I click on that, hit host to guest, it seems like it's not trying to respond. Huh? Let me just try again by clicking disable and try again. You can see we have host to guest enabled here, but on Windows XP, click host to guest, do the same thing. There you go. Now this machine is now loaded up, all and running. However, it will experience some problems with this because sometimes it may not work properly when Windows Vista is having issues. Let's log off and try it again, right? Let's try it. Let's try it again. Let's see if it works. Sometimes it's not going to work properly at the point at all, but it's not going to work. Let's try again with Windows Vista. Host a guest, move this here to the right. There you go. Now it did. There you go. It worked. Now let's play a song. So we have is application test, then remix and original songs, log on and log out tests. We have to do these in every single each. We're going to play each and every one, each and single one, and compare it to Windows Vista. Ready? Listen to this. Listen carefully and look at the differences. Now, did you hear that? Listen carefully. Rewind the stream if needed. Next, we have is a application test. So I'm going to select a application test for one of each. So we have all the lists through. So I'm going to see this. We have all the lists in each of them. We have Windows Mail, Windows Media Center, Windows Media Player. We already did that. What else do we have here? Is a Windows Movie Maker? Kind of nice. We have games. That's just that. These are all of the games that are pre-built and installed. For this one, we're gonna do a Movie Maker. Ready? Here we go. Oh, okay. As you can see, it says Windows Movie Maker cannot start your blah 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 blah. That one did not work. So Windows XP did it. Let's check on other stuff. We have Windows Media Player. Oh, Windows Messenger. We have Windows Messenger, Windows that. Oh, Outlook Express. We have that things right here, and we have oh, these are pre-built and installed, and we have some accessories. Let's take a look. We have a Welcome Center, accessibility, accessories. We have these things. It's just kind of, it always shows a little bit with the Welcome Center and the Windows sidebar with the address book, calculator, blah blah blah, command prompt, notepad. Let's see what notepad looks like. Take a look. These have both titles. Anyway, let's move to the next location of these things. Next, I'm going to talk about, let's see what's on the list. Now we're going to move on to remix and original songs, which this will compare it to the original and remix. I'm going to choose a song, and I'm going to select which one of each, and I will play them, and I will see. Not Billy Boy, Top of the World, One for Tonight, Jingle Bells, Joy to the World, or Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. I'm going to pick Billy Boy for this one. Unfortunately, it only supports WMV files because it won't let me do anything with WMV files because it's going to have issues. So what we're going to have to do is we need to do this on Supremium. Open up with YouTube, close out of here. Just a sec while I load it up. Again, these following videos as seen on screen will be compared to the remix from Alpal's video to the one with blah blah blah. Excuse me. The one with the videos with the Little Sunshine Kids and the other one to the right, which is on the right side. So I'm going to compare them, and you're going to see which video that was seen here. I will just mute myself right now. These are, what are these? These are nursery rhymes? Yes. So these are preschool releases, and then we're going to compare them, how they look with it. How do you feel it? We're gonna compare it to Alpal from Alpal's video, the one with the one that's updated, to this. Please give me a second while I load up the following videos on the screen. I'm gonna load up my video. I'm gonna type this on. Oh, okay. The Billy Boy is not there because I don't have a karaoke here. So, oh yeah, I only have a little bit things, just things. Okay, let's go ahead and type it in. Oh, there they are. There are the list of videos. I'm gonna do the one right here. Okay, listen carefully. I'm gonna compare this. These videos don't belong to me. The following videos are shown on screen. The following people are Al Pal and Karaoke for Fun. These videos will be seen on screen from the left to right. Which one do you think is the best? Do you like the one with the Little Sunshine Kids or the one with we don't know who his name is? Listen carefully and listen what these are. What instruments did they use? Did they use the same instrument as like the other do, or did they use a different one? Like they used a guitar, the electric guitar, a piano, or something? Listen carefully. I'm comparing it to the Little Sunshine Kids, and you're gonna hear something. Listen carefully and listen what the instruments have been used, from original to the remix. Listen, and I'm gonna play this one by one. Listen carefully, because today's song will be on Billy Boy, which is similar to the other ones as well. Next, we have a log on and log out test, and log on for both another user and shutdown tests. Are you ready to get started? Alright. First, let's start with the original, and then after that, we'll do the remix.
Oh, where have you been, Billy boy, Billy boy? Oh, where have you been, charming Billy? I have been to seek a wife, she's the joy of my life. She's a young thing and cannot leave her mother. Did she ask you to come in, Billy boy, Billy boy? Did she ask you to come in, charming Billy? Yes, she asked me to come in. There's a dimple in her chin. She's a young thing and cannot leave her mother. How old is she, Billy boy, Billy boy? How old is she, charming Billy? 3 times 6 and 4 times 7, 28 and 11. She's a young thing and cannot leave her mother.
Okay, that was the remix and the original songs. So, next, we have a log off and log on tests. So that was the original and remix songs for both of these. So, which one do you think will be better? The original one or the remix one on the left? Because as you can see, look at the differences. You can see how much the remix of the versions of each song they used. They used different instruments on the left side That one on the right has different instruments, which features some of the things like they used separately. They used like piano and guitar or electric guitar. Which one did they use? Did on the remix version, what instruments did they use? Did they use the same music as the Little Sunshine Kids? Or did they use a different one? Look carefully at the pictures, or look carefully at the videos as seen on the screen. Which one of the following videos do you see, or do you hear? Do you hear any instruments? Do you hear piano? Do you hear electric guitar, or a guitar, or something? Or on each of the followings, do you hear something like electric guitar, or a trumpet, or something? You name it. Next, the log off and log on tests. We're going to start off with the log off and log on tests. So as you can see, it's already up. As you can see, it says, why do I need this? Put that in recycle, bad boy. Here's a log off test first. Log off. Here we go. As you can see, it's going to ask me for a password because these are typical types. There you go. That's that. Cool. Now we're going to move on to adding another user. These are adding another users for these accounts. First, control panel, go to user accounts and friendly safety. On XP, you're going to user accounts, click user accounts. Oh, wait. No, add or remove user accounts. Hit continue. As you can see, we have the guest edition. We have the guest. We can turn them on or off. I'm going to press them on. Turn on guest account. These accounts has to be changed or change pictures or something. Yeah, that's kind of nice. I can change pictures. I'm gonna pick that, right? Well, I pick this goldfish. Now log off from both. Now, we're going to do a first logon test for another user. For me, I added guest. One, ready, bam. There it is. Load it up. There you go. Oh, there's our site. Yeah, that's wonderful. That's cool. Now we're going to go back to my account. So the easiest way, I'm going to log out of my bloop. On here, log off. Let's go back. On that one, on Windows XP. Okay, we're going to move on to our next stop for this time, and it is called Speed Test for both via Ookia. We're going to load up Supreme on both. Then we're going to load up to Ookia for speed test. On this one, speed tests. These are internet speed tests for these things. So as you can see, we have all of each. We have these things on the site. So we have all these things. Vista is going to load up me something right now. So as you can see, the J7 has said a little bit things here. There we go. We have Shark Tech and the software accepts attention. This location of the blah blah blah. Okay, it's not responding on the Windows Vista on the right because when we load up speed test. But here we're gonna press go while I do this. While I figure out what's the matter with the one on the right with the Supremium setup. What's the matter with you? What's the matter on the right? Is there something going on? Let me just check. Oh, Supremium is not responding. Let me see what's going on with it. Let me just check what happened to Supremium. When Supremium, it supports Windows Vista, of course. Something is not quite right on Windows Vista. That one we're gonna go and compare for a few seconds, real quick. Oh, I see that the emitter is now at theaters since this movie came out early today. I think it's having trouble with these things. It's having a little bit of issues here with Windows with these things. Let me just load it up and check what's the matter. Or I could put it in the taskbar or something for easy access. Supreme didn't shut down correctly. Did not shut down correctly. Alright, we can see everything else all settled in. So we got Windows 7 speed tests, we have Chromium stings, and we have everything is all settled in. So let's go ahead and begin, shall we? So we have Supremium. Oh, what's it say? Anyway, let's go and get started. Should we do it? So we have speed test by Ookia is it's just kind of responding real quick. Man, right now we're just currently gonna be doing a speed test on both of them. So we're just currently finishing fixing something. All right, let's begin our speed tests. How they will go? How they will do? Let's go ahead and do it. Go, go. Let's see what these are. Oh, I need to allow the locations for both. Let's see. Oh, something's going on right now. Something's on the side. Just a little bit. Windows XP and Windows Vista. Let's see. What's the result? Show me. Okay, so let's see what these are. With downloads is 127.28, and the upload is 1646 for Windows Vista. This one with the one on the left on Windows XP, we got 105.69 and 2481 for both of these machines. So we have this one for Windows XP, we have 105.69, and the others is 24.81. And on the right, we have is 127.28 and 16.46. Got these things just left. Alright, we are done. That's going to be it for today's speed test. I hope you guys enjoy. And here's our last stop for today, shutdown test. We're going to do a shutdown for both machines to conclude our things. Before we end our video, before we end our stream, I'm going to give you a little disclaimer. Windows XP and Windows Vista has not received any security updates since that before. So please use them at your own risk when using the operating system. So please don't sign into important accounts like your email or Google account. You should be just fine. Now, before I have all things to note. Please note that the following videos that are shown on the stream don't belong to any of us. They belong to their respective creators. This also includes the original and remixed versions that was shown on today's stream. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for watching. Meeting you again in the near future. Let's do this to conclude it off. Ready? 3, 2. Ivan Brothers here signing off. Goodbye.